Hey guys, it is karmelkay. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a simple yet super editorial look on this look right here, and it is this really cool contrast cream freckle white lash and super intense orange smoky eye with a little bit of a glossy lip. And this look is the start of my ice cream inspired series this week. There will be 3 videos going up, including this one, and each day will be inspired by a different ice cream that you see on an ice cream truck. And each video and ice cream inspired look will be featuring a collab with a creator that I love and adore, and I want you guys to be exposed. But if you want to know how I got these stark white lashes, cream freckles, and super intense orange smoky eye, make sure you keep on watching. Now you guys already know what's going on. It's the MAC Soft Ogre Paint Pot. We're putting it on the lids, up to the crease. Okay, you already know. It's a routine, it's a vibe. It's the wave that we're riding today, okay? So I am just applying my MAC Soft Ogre Cream Paint Pot. You guys know I use this every single time I do bold, colorful eye looks. But the only thing that I'm doing today that I normally don't do is I'm blending this super high, like right below my brow bone but above my crease. So you guys will see what I'm saying, because we are doing this super smoky vibrant orange look today. And now you know, the crusty, the dusty, but my favorite, the Morphe 350. Okay, don't judge me, it is well loved, but you know, we're gonna push past it because this is my palette. Okay, so I am going to be using the oranges. So I'm just going to go in between that vibrant red orange and the true vivid orange, and I'm just going to be mixing those together and packing that on my lid like a mad woman. Okay, we want this to be bright, we want this to be vibrant, we want the orange and the orange creamsicle to be popping. Okay, it's here, it's present, it never had a day missed in middle school. Okay, she got perfect attendance. So that's the vibe that we're going for, okay? And you can just see I'm packing it on, and then later we are going to blend it out with the lighter orange shade, because this is a technique that I've been seeing the UK bloggers do and a couple of people that I follow on Instagram do, where they apply the most vivid color first and then blend it out with a lighter shade instead of doing it backwards. And I think that it worked great for this look, and it definitely kept the vibrance of that first orange that we put down instead of it getting lost into the transition color. So as you can see, you know we're blending, but we're blending only along the edges around the eyelid and the little rounded shape that we have, and underneath the crease, because you do want to apply those vibrant oranges onto your lash line. So we're basically just smoking out the perimeter of this super blown out rounded eye. And I wanted to create this round eye shape just because I feel like it opens up your eyes and makes them look a little bit more doll-like and playful. So this is the look that I went, but you can totally do this with a sharp edge. And also you want to use a fluffy, not dense, long-haired brush that I'm using like this. And this is just because you don't want the brush to have too much product on it, or to pick up and pack on product onto your crease, because then it's going to mess with the pigmentation of those bright oranges. You literally just want to fluff out and blend the 2 colors together, but smoke them out. So you don't want to worry too much about pigment, but more about the cohesiveness and how big everything looks.
They got it twisted. Ride the pipe like a bike, make sure you're going a distance. And if he wasn't with it, then why were you with him? Maybe you just had to realize that knowing the difference can make all the difference. Oh. She wanna run me out of the
So now that we have blended our lives away, I'm going to take my e.l.f. mist, spray that on my lid brush, and then reapply those vibrant oranges that we did from the jump, because they got a little lost in the sauce, you know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that those are big and vibrant and the star of the show, and the first thing that somebody catches when they look at your face if you're wearing this look.
Yeah, girl, I know you wanna spice right pipe like by Yokohama. She heard the thing been like banana.
So now that your eyes are looking all beautified and orange, this is the vibe. I love it. I dig it. But now we are going to go in with our mascara and yes, a white shadow. Now, this is a super cool effect without having to spend extra money. I was initially going to buy a white mascara, but for some reason I couldn't find one. So I literally just used my go-to, my cult favorite, Maybelline Big Shot mascara, and I just packed on white shadow immediately after I put that mascara onto my lashes so it was still wet, with some white eyeshadow on my ring finger, and it worked out pretty well because I still got to define my lashes and have them thicken up, but it really clung to that orange shade, and the black peeking through a little bit kind of made it look a little spooky. So I don't know, I like that effect, but you could totally just use a regular white mascara for this trick here, and it really made the orange pop, and it's gonna go so well with the cream freckles that we're gonna do later. So now for the freckles, we are using this pointy angled brush from Wet n Wild. I will have all the products linked down below if I didn't mention that already. And I am just creating these freckles all over my nose, onto my cheek area where my highlight and blush meets. And the first time I did this, I did it with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and then I covered them up just a little bit with my foundation brush. But then I went back in with my CoverGirl concealer, and it's in like a super fair color, and I never use it under my eyes because it's too fair, but it worked perfectly for this look because it had that nudie undertone, but it wasn't super stark white, but it was still really bright, but still had that flesh tone color, if you guys get what I'm saying. So I put this on top of the washed out freckles from the Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and it really just worked well together because the Soft Ochre Paint Pot was a little bit too thick to create freckles with, and they just looked too big and not natural, even though these aren't natural at all. But you guys get what I'm saying. I wanted them to be smaller, more compact, and more splotchy, and that's what the concealer did because it's, you know, a liquid and not a cream product. And I just put a little bit of powder on top to not make them look so stark, but to kind of blend it together with my skin so it really does give that freckle effect. And now I'm using the ColourPop My Jam gloss in the center of my lips, and you are done. That is all that I have for you guys today. Make sure you subscribe so that you stay tuned for the rest of this 3-part ice cream inspired series, and you get to know some new creators through the process. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're super excited for this series and the creative, colorful looks. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Mwah.